Hi guys, I'll be making this really cute bag. If this is something you're interested in, then let's get started. For this tutorial, I'll be using this velvet fabric for the inner layer and the handle, while I'll use this silk for the outer layer and the embroidering thread. Though I did not use this embroidering thread because it's not suitable for the rope. I actually use a fishing twine, which I find is more suitable than the embroidering thread. Though you can use the embroidering thread, but I feel the fishing twine is more suitable than the embroidering thread. This is the pattern I'll be using for the bag. The length of the bag is 11.5 inches while the width is 14.5 inches. I'll go ahead and cut two of each. What I mean is that I'm going to cut two silk and also two velvet fabric. So guys, I've already cut it out. This is what it looks like. After that, I'm going to stitch up my fabric. Remember, the length of the fabric is 11.5, so that is where we'll be stitching. So from the edge of the fabric, I'm going to stitch down to about 2.5 inches. So when I stitch the piece together with the silk together with the velvet, is going to remain 2 inches. So when I get to the 2.5 inches, I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches space. Then I'm going to stitch the rest all the way down. I'll be doing that just for the silk. For the velvet, you just have to sew it all the way down. I'll be using this pattern for the base of my bag. It measures 4 by 7.5, 4 inches by 7.5. So I've already cut out the wording I'm going to use for it. So I have one for the silk and also one for the velvet fabric. So because I want the bag to have like a curve shape, I'm going to fold it in to four like you see, and then give it a curve, a slight curve by the edge. After cutting, I'm going to iron the wording on my silk fabric and also on the velvet fabric. I'll also cut out about 1 inch sewing allowance around the wording. Then I'm going to use M gum to attach the edge of the silk to the wording. After sewing, this is what the opening should look like. After that, I'm going to insert the fabric into each other. Please ensure that right sides are facing each other. What I'm going to do is to sew the edge by half of an inch. I'm going to sew it all the way around. So guys, this is what the bottom of the bag looks like. The velvet came out okay, but the silk looks a little bit dented. So guys, what I'm going to do is to get the midpoint of the bottom piece, I'm going to just mark it with a chalk. Then I'm going to gather half of the silk on the marked point. I'm going to do the same thing to the velvet fabric. So guys, after sewing the bottom to the fabric, I realized I could not turn it out. I had to turn it out through the hole, through the 1.5-inch hole, which was quite tedious. So before you sew, before you join your silk to your velvet fabric, you have to join the bottom to the silk bottom to the silk fabric and the velvet to the velvet bottom, so it is more easier for you, so you don't have to pull through that tiny hole. What I'm going to do next is to measure the distance from the edge to the hole opening. So it's 2 inches. I'm going to sew around from the edge. I'm going to sew around by 2 inches. Then I'll go down by 1.5 inches and also sew around. This is to create a channel for the rope. So guys, I've actually made the rope off camera. The length of the rope is about 30 inches, but you can make yours 40 or 45 so that it will be quite long, because I noticed it was short after making it and I could not redo it again because the rope was quite stressful to make. It took me a whole day. I actually made 4 ropes. I think that's why it took me quite a long time to make. I've attached the first rope and I'm going to attach the second rope now. All you have to do is to follow the process of how I'm doing it in the video, then you get it. So guys, this is how the bag looks like after fixing the rope. Then what I'm going to do is to attach the handle to the bag. I've already gone ahead to weave the velvet fabric. I actually measured about 26 inches. Then after weaving it, it came to I think 19 inches. I think that was quite long too, but it was still manageable. So I'm going to stitch it to the bag. I'm going to go down by 1 inch from the opening, or 1.5 inch from the opening. Then I'm going to stitch it. I'm going to and stitch it to the bag. What I'm going to do next is to make tassel by the edge of the rope. The first thing to do is to place a rope underneath, and I'm going to add some thread on top of the rope and also place the twisted rope on the thread. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to add some extra thread just to cover the knot on the rope. After that, I'm going to tie the rope very close to the knot of the twisted rope. Once I'm done with that, I'll be tying the thread all together. For you to get this, please just watch the way I'm doing it in the video. You can actually tie it once, but I went ahead to tie it 3 times so that it will be more secure. But this is absolutely not necessary. Next I'm going to do is to cut the tassel to my desired length. Then we are done making it. So the next thing to do is to make the tassel to hold the 4 edges of the rope. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.